Now, what I'm about to share with you over the next 5-10 minutes here comes from my time as an account executive at an organization that I was with in Wisconsin, the Burkwald and Associates. Dan Burkwald was one of my first mentors. But it was at Burkwald and Associates I learned the true meaning of customer service and what it meant to have dialed in service expectations. We had one process that we ran for every single client, and it was dialed in, it was clear, so that if we ever lost an account exec or account manager, it was next man up because we followed one process. So a lot of what I'm about to share comes directly from my time at Burkwald and Associates. Dan, if you're listening, I owe you for this episode. Do your clients know what to expect from you? I would argue for most agencies, the answer is no, because your service is inconsistent. Sometime throughout the year, you are over the top, you're holding their hand, and at other times, they barely hear from you. There's no consistency. The other challenge I see for a lot of agencies is there has been no delineation between what your clients get as service depending on their size or the amount of revenue they generate for you. I see a lot of agencies who give the same amount of time and handholding to a 20 life group as they do a 200 life group. Or a commercial agency giving the same amount of handholding to a $10,000 revenue account as they do $100,000. And you should not be giving the same level of service to all clients. You can challenge me on that, but I know it to be true, especially if you're going to scale a successful, profitable business. Because I'm here to tell you, if you believe you need to be handholding your smaller clients, you are losing money on them. And you have also set a very new expectation with them that you cannot maintain. If you're doing too much handholding for your smaller groups, for your smaller clients, they have now come to expect it. This was a challenge we often ran into at Burkwald and Associates. Sometimes we would set such a high bar, it became the new standard our clients had for us, so that if we didn't maintain our own bar that we set, to them it looked like we had started to fall short, even though we were still giving them a level of service that was 3 or 4 times better than they've ever had. We set our own standard. We became our own enemy. But you have to set clear expectations. What are your clients going to expect from you when it comes to service? Number one, you need to sit down and you need to figure out what your clients get based on their size. Yes, you need to tier out each client based on size, and you need to set a clear expectation of service that they're going to get as a result of how big they are. Small groups, they're going to get a certain level of service, but they're not going to get the same level of service as your big groups are. At Burkwald, if you had more than 100 lives, you were going to get 4 quarterly meetings from us. But if you were under 100 lives, you were not going to get 4 quarterly meetings. You were going to get 2. And if you were under 50 lives or under 25, you were probably only going to get 1 check-in from us. We set a very clear standard for what you could expect from us. And if you didn't like it, you probably weren't a fit for us, and that's okay. But you have to have clear expectations. Too many agencies have inconsistent expectations. Therefore, your clients do not know what to expect from you. So if you want to create service that says, I love you, make sure your clients know exactly what they can expect from you.